Welcome to Phoenix Business Exchange. This is the East End edition. This fine Wednesday, July 26th, and we're going to start off with some words of wisdom. And Mike, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see everybody. I hope everybody's going to have just a wonderful day. So, two parts on my education today. The first one is a quick overview to becoming the best Phoenix member that we can be. So, a couple of tips here. Well, it's obvious, but attending all meetings is a really good start, and it shows everybody your commitment and your professionalism, and also respect to your fellow members and our founder, Tony. Another good tip is if you can't make the meeting, then take the opportunity and use the option of getting a substitute to represent your business. Simple to do, and let the president of the chapter know that they have, so that they can give your substitute a warm welcome when they come to the meeting. And a big substitute tip, I've seen this so many times or what have you, when substitutes would stand in for a member. Keep their infomercial simple, because we all know what you do. If you make it very convoluted and busy and things like that, it can put your substitute in a very precarious spot, because you're going to put a lot of pressure on them or whatever. So keep it simple. Again, as members, we know what you do, and it's more about showing the chapter members that you respect them by getting a substitute. And the bonus is your sub might just need one of the chapter members, one of their services that they provide, and possibly even maybe join the chapter, because now they are introduced into the reality of the Phoenix networking group. So keep that in mind. And if you can't make the meeting last minute, we get it. Life gets in the way. And you can't, so it's too hard to obtain a substitute last minute. Still show respect for your fellow Phoenix members. Text or call Tony or your president of the chapter and say, listen, life came up, something came up, I can't make it. And they will relay in the meeting that, hey, Mike couldn't make it today because something happened, or let's put our thoughts towards Mike today, or what have you. And it just shows, again, the opportunity to give respect to your fellow members and Tony, you're the founder of Phoenix. So always remember, VC, visibility is credibility. If you're not there, people start to wonder, are they still a member? Should I give them a referral? Do they care? Do they not? All these thoughts start to come in our minds. So those three steps will really make the Phoenix group and the membership a solid. Then, so the second part of the agenda today for the education is, it's 5 months till the end of 2023 already. And for some, because of the first 7 months of 2023, it's hard to muster the positive outlook that fuels motivation and creativity to finish off the year. And when we lose positivity, burnout and fatigue can quickly follow. So how can we inject some optimism in our day? This exercise will help you. And it's very simple. Each morning before you start your day, finish these 3 sentences. Today I will focus on, today I am grateful for, and today I will let go. And the key is to be very specific with your answers. So one thing, one person. So today I am grateful for my spouse. Today I am grateful for my coworker. I will focus on this today, not a whole bunch of things, just 3. So they can keep it simple, because when you keep it simple, then it's easier to obtain and continue to do that. So repeat the above. This simple exercise is setting your intentions for your day will give 24 hours of positive energy to support a fuller engagement as you lean into the challenges of your day. And we all have challenges, because that is life. So try it and you will be amazed with the results. And always remember, stay calm, stay focused, and giggle frequently. Back to you, Bernie.
Mike, thank you so much. So folks, just so you know, you'll see in the chat, there are 2 links, one to the LinkedIn Live and the other one to the Facebook Live. So you can put your contact details in that space. And we'll start off doing our intros. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca. There's my contact information in the chat. Most of you know I do dash cameras. That's my specialty, connecting them right to the fuse panel of your vehicle, make them nice and neat. Don't have any wires hanging down. But I also do other things, oil changes, brake jobs, minor repairs on vehicles. And today I want to talk about oil changes. It's warm out there. It's a nice warm day, and especially in this you get in your cars and you drive it and you get in traffic and yet your air conditioning on, well, you're stressing that car. You're getting a lot of heat buildup. And one thing you really should be keying on these days is making sure your oil has been changed, because the oil doesn't just lubricate the engine, it actually helps to cool it down. So if you don't drive that much, you may want to get your oil changed at least once a year, minorly at minimum, because you can overheat that engine, and an engine job is $5,000–6,000. So oil change is a lot cheaper than that. So if you know someone that might be in that situation, or you are, give me a call and I can help you out. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle. Thank you.
Sam, thank you so much. And Q, over to you, ma'am.
Bernie. Hello, everyone. My name is Q, and I'm the insurance advisor of the group. And I specialize in providing you with financial peace of mind when it is most through the use of life, critical illness, and disability insurance. Do you know that half of Canadians do not have any individual insurance in place? And as most as 40% will be diagnosed with a form of cancer during their lifetime. That means that at any stage of their life, people may lose their loved one, be unable to work, or get sick. And I'm here to make sure that when that happens, people are in peace of mind and their family are protected and their finance and lifestyle are not impacted.
And I think Q's just stopped right there, not through desire, but through life. Wendy, over to you, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Wendy Chung, real estate broker with Century 21 Synergy. I feel that I play more of a supporting role when it comes to helping my clients buy or sell. And recently, I've been focusing more on the property management side of things because it seems that there's a lot of moving parts between tenants and landlords. I'm also about supporting my clients and finding out really deep down inside why they're looking to make a move. I recently re-met with a client I worked with over 10 years ago, and I discovered through conversation that the reason she was selling the house was somebody online who she fell in love with, has never met, told her to sell her house and spend all the money. So I was able to get through to her, talk some sense into her, realizing that this is all your life savings. You don't want to make this mistake. Everyone is searching to be connected with somebody else, but sometimes people want to sell for the wrong reason. So again, if you are looking for someone to talk to, your friends and family who are thinking about making a move, let's sit down and talk about it and make sure it's the right move.
Wendy, thank you so much. And over to Dave.
Hi, everyone. It's Dave Belleville from Belleville's Quality Frozen Foods. What I do is I provide a service. I sell to individuals like you and me, and people who want to celebrate life and want to enjoy a great meal, something different than they can get from the grocery store. Then I'm your guy. Where I get my product, majority of it comes from McGregor's out of Toronto. They've been in the food service game since 1949, I think, something like that. And they were the first ones to innovate in the industry, where they portion packed steaks and sold them at convenience to the chefs, where they didn't have to weigh anything. Everything was so convenient for them to put on the menu, and all things. Everybody else copied them after that. Anyway, we had some very big beef increases happening this year, and it's been quite challenging, but people seem to be adapting to the new prices because they see it in the grocery store as well. So anyway, that's my news for this week. Thank you very much.
Dave, thank you so much. Tanya, over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tanya Hewitt from Beyond Safety Compliance. Sam had talked to us about the drudgery of oil changes often being skipped because, you don't think of it very often, but that is a really important thing to remember, not to skip these drudgery tasks in your organizations. Q had talked about critical illness insurance. in my world, that we talk about critical steps, looking at processes and figuring out where processes need to be right, or else there's irreversible damage. These are called critical steps. Wendy had talked about the importance of understanding the motivation behind people's reason to sell. Understanding the motivation behind people's desire to work is equally as important. And Dave had talked about the innovation that a company had, and that's why he is now following them. So this is all very important. These are important concepts that Beyond Safety Compliance can give other organizations.
Tanya, thank you so much. And Alex, over to you, sir.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Alex from Evolta Electric. We are an electrical contracting company with a focus on sustainability. So that means we work on projects like EV charging solutions, both for residential applications, for multi-unit residential, for industrial and commercial applications. We also do LED lighting, energy storage solutions, which essentially is a big battery that you can have on the side of your house or the side of your industrial building, and you can power the building in the event of a power outage. We also do general electrical work, again, residential and commercial, and all of it really with a focus on sustainability. So we're all about reducing the carbon footprint and creating a cleaner Ottawa Valley. Thank you very much.
Alex, thank you so much. And Mike, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Morning, everybody. Tanya was talking about critical steps also, and that's what I would like to talk about, critical steps about your personal, the inside, your inner engineering. So I'm Mike from Full Stride Mentoring and Coaching, and the issue is most people still don't know how to manage their thoughts and emotions for their well-being. And I wrote this program, it took me many, many years, because through my life, I always had difficulties managing my emotions and my thoughts. And in a lot of cases, that did not bode well for me because I was always part of the fear of suffering. And so I wrote this program for myself to coach myself. I have over 200 plus hours of coaching from a mentor coach. And I wrote this program for myself, and I applied it to myself just before COVID. And I have to say, from COVID to where I am today, the transformation has been incredible. And so I'm ready to share this program. And so by not managing thoughts and emotions, individuals really are only taking half a step through their life. And it's because their intelligence is working against them because, again, of their fear of suffering. So given the transformational power and information of my program and the advanced nature of the instruction, Full Stride holds the potential to guide individuals based on a bedrock of science to the present state of awareness where desired transformation can occur. And meaning the bedrock of science is this: nothing can be disputed here. It is a proven, believe me. And that's where it took years of research to finish up. So a good referral, if you know somebody that is off their game and they want to notch up their game because of their fear of suffering, ask them to make a decision that I will predict will elevate the rest of their life forever. And I suggest that individual, I'm not sure, start off with simple, give me a call, let's have a discussion. From there, if you like it, the rest of the steps we'll take together. A little practice, a little guidance, it will move from taking a half step in their life and transform into full stride. If not now, when?
Mike, thank you so much. Guy, welcome to our community. Give an intro, tell us what you do, and tell us what you're looking for. Just don't say the winning lottery ticket. You know, we all want that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that takes off my first question, a comment then, I guess. Actually bought a lottery ticket the other day, so hopefully that's a good winner. Funny thing is, when I walked out of the garage, I guess the gas station, I had it in my hand, and somebody just randomly came up to me and says, "Good luck with that ticket." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it's, you never know, right? So if I win, I'll split it up 12 ways. Don't worry about it, guys.
So, Guy, what do you do?
So basically, I'm in residential renovations, and we take care of large and small projects. So basically, small repairs to larger retrofits and open concepts, basements, kitchens, bathrooms, that sort of thing, right? Interior, outside stuff, some decks as well. And basically, it's more of a sort of a design and build, help everybody kind of figure out what they need based on their sort of desires. And we get into more of a either a floor plan layout, kind of work with them as far as what they want to actually have included, and we make it happen. So, yeah.
Steve, thank you. Put your contact details in the chat, please. I'm sure Alex would reach out to you. He's another fine resource, especially if someone's getting a new electric car. Alex can fit them up for our power station. That's kind of key.
There you go.
I think I just did a referral. Geez, there we go. And that's an example of the networking group. Tony, over to you, sir.
Hey, thank you very much, Bernie. Hi, everybody. Tony Jennis from Hire Yourself. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I look at those things that makes us feel good. And I got a question the other day is, what is the big deal about feeling good? It isn't that easy. It isn't. It takes constant effort. When people tell me that, I'm always so up and so happy all the time, it isn't because it just happens naturally. There are techniques that I do every day religiously to keep my energy up. And so what's the big deal with that? Well, recently I read a survey from Ohio State University, and what they did was they were feeding rabbits. And the idea was they fed these rabbits a high cholesterol diet, almost to the point where it's poisonous to the rabbits. And they looked at several groups, and there was one group in particular in the rabbits that were doing better than any other group. And they sort of looked into it. This is, why are these rabbits doing so much better? In other words, their health was at a normal state where everyone else had a very high cholesterol. And what they found was, instead of throwing the food to the rabbits, the technician was petting them, they were cuddling them, they were kissing them, and all of that before they fed the food. And it changes the metabolism. And that's what it does. That's what it starts to do, among 50 other things that it'll do for you. So that's what I do, is I give you that way that we can find happiness within anything that we do, in any chaos. Tony Jennis from Hire Yourself, where we are here to raise your spirits.
Tony, thank you so much. My name is Bernie Fransberg. Creative Insight is the name of my company. I do connections between businesses. I do introductions. And part of that process is a podcast called Knack for Business. And you're welcome to listen to it. We have over 65 podcasts in the wild right now. I have 107 in the can. And also co-host on the Property Wizard. It's about commercial real estate and investing in that space. A couple other things just to quickly tap into here is the World Referral Network. That is a space that's free to be in, and you connect to 1,000 people. They're located out of BC. It's global. And one last item, there is a golf tournament coming up September 14th, 160 to play. Get a group of 4, spend 600, and you can promote a business. That's one of the options in the sponsorship piece. And I'm going to stop there. And I believe Madam Susan Ebbs is our speaker. And over to you, Susan.
Thank you very much, Bernie. How are you doing, everyone? Guess what? I'm going to talk to you about cleaning. Melaleuca is the company that I represent, and we have this fantastic new cleaning handbook. And in there, it'll give us all sorts of tips and tricks of what product to use for what appliance or carpet or furniture in your home. So we know that dogs and cats make stains. Oh, forget about that. Just the kids and family. We spill things on the floor, drop the wine on the floor. Well, guess what? You need to have a weapon at hand. It's called Solumel. And our products are concentrated. So you only put a little bit in the bottom of the bottle and add the rest with water. And that Solumel, put it on for a couple minutes, leave it, and then come back and it will wipe it clean. It will clean up dog accidents. It will work very well on that wine that you spilled. And so those are just a couple of things. Oh, and the best one with Solumel is ants. It will kill ants. When I was living in the basement apartment, there was a piece of bread that I had dropped on the floor. When we came home from shopping, there was a row of ants coming out of the wall, going to that piece of bread. Took our Solumel, sprayed it, sprayed the whole line of army ants, and away we go. Those ants were gone, never to return again. So what we need to do is look at a specific area here. Hold on, my technical stuff is not working.
Susan, I have your Melaleuca site for you up in case you're looking at that.
Okay, yeah, and then there's in the middle of the top, it says Ecosex Cleaning Handbook.
Well, let's take a look. So here's your site. Where are we going?
Okay, in the bar in the middle, there should be one that says EcoSense. Oh,
EcoSense? I don't see it.
I can't see it. It's all blurry.
Just a second here. Personal care and beauty, home cleaning and laundry. Is this the one in here?
I can't see where you're pointing.
I think it's under home cleaning and laundry, Tony. Yes, there. Mm-hmm.
Here, learn about EcoSense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Solumel, I told you a little bit about that.
Yeah. Okay, there's a video on this in case you want to play that.
Oh, that'll be good. Go for that.
Okay. There's no sound.
You optimize it for sound?
No, there's no sound at all.
We're
I don't
just
know why.
having-
I'm not sure why.
Well, the dishes we would use. You see, I can't keep up to that. That's too fast. The laundry we use Mellow Power, which is a 9 times concentrated product. It doesn't have any chemicals in it. Melaleuca doesn't put in any chemicals, no phthalates, no ammonia, no chlorine. And what they do is they concentrate it. So we're saving money by not having to spend the whole bottle. Most bottles that you buy in the store are water, like 90%, 80%, that sort of thing. If you're going to clean your laundry, Mellow Power works well. And say you have a stain on your shirt. My husband, he used to work in construction, and he had one of the worst ring around the collars that I've ever seen. It was a white shirt, but the collar was black on the inside. So we just took the pre-spot, and it has a cool little brush on the end of it, and rubbed that pre-spot in before doing the wash. And after it came out of the wash, I had a new shirt, brand new white shirt. It was amazing. There's also whiteners. We have the sheets that are non-static, help to make your laundry smell fresh. There's also the whitener for your shirts. Maybe you don't like using the liquid. They've got the pucks, you know, like you have for your dishwasher. We have those also. I'm just feeding things through my here, Mellow Soft. And then you have your car. Well, guess what? You can use the clear power on your window and it is streak free. Comes up very, very shiny. Again, no chemicals, so you can even sit in the car while you're doing that. And perhaps you want to get the dash cleaned up. Well, Tough and Tender will work great on the dash. And you can even use Solumel on the hubcaps and whatnot. So as you can see, there's multiple products. Our cleaning products are only a small portion of our products in Melaleuca. It's the one that I'm promoting. And I can find that link for you and send it out. It's really fantastic. It has great tips on what product will work well to clean what mess that you or your family may have come through. So Susan Ebbs, Total Renewal, affiliated with Melaleuca.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Go ahead,
Wendy,
Wendy.
anybody have any questions? Yeah.
Yes, Wendy does.
First of all, I wanted, I was introduced to Melaleuca only a couple of years ago, and I'm a huge fan now. I have not almost all the products, but a lot of the products that I use on a daily basis. And if you're going to try anything, get the Solumel. Solumel has about 100 uses. It's incredible. My husband the other day, he cut his hand, so he was bleeding, and he was wiping it on his shorts. And then when he took off his shorts, he said, "Oh my God, I've got all this blood on it." He took the Solumel, he sprayed it, and then he just rubbed it together, and the stain came out. I did put it in the laundry, but for immediate stain removal and anything else. And because I have a dog and a cat, they make a lot of mess all day long. I use Solumel every single day on everything. And it's got a really nice scent to it. And it's so concentrated in the bottle, only 3 capfuls in the bottle, the rest is water. So it goes a long way. So if you're going to try anything, the Solumel is my absolute favorite product. That's it.
Thank you, Wendy. So true. Mine too. Anybody else have any other questions?
So Susan, when you're buying product, since it's most of it's hydrated or not hydrated, it's dried powder. Is it all concentrate then too?
Most of our products are. The cleaning products definitely are. They come in small bottles, something like this. This one is not, you don't have to dilute it. This is the rustic cut for your furniture, but our products are in a bottle about this size, and then you dilute it up to the spray bottle. So it's a liquid that you're putting in there.
So you sell the empty spray bottle containers then too?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Perfect.
$3.
Excellent. Oh, well, folks, if there are no further questions, we will motor along. So let me share another screen here, and I will show you what's happening in the land of Phoenix for the coming week. You should see something on your screen right now. Just adjusting mine here. And this is all the stuff that we had going on earlier in the week. Today's group, the East End group, I'm moving to Hill with Penny Lee at midday, and Classic Nia with Penny Lee 7 to 8. So if you need to get more movement in your body during your day, because you're either sitting at the desk a lot, there's a place to go. South End group, same time, same channel, just Thursday. It's South End group. Come on in and visit. So if you're watching us from LinkedIn Live or Facebook Live, more than welcome to join us and talk about your business. Moving to Hill with Penny Lee again from 10 to 11, and then in the evening from 7 to 8. Friday afternoons at 1:30, we have Tune In with Tony. So it's a meditation session. And what's really good is if you had a really stressful week, this is a good place to get your Zen back in place. Now, if you don't know who Dave is the fine gentleman who's just popped up, and he's on the square here. He sells different types of meats. So beef, poultry, fish, and my mouth's watering just talking about it because I'm thinking of some of the like the tomahawk pork chops or the Korean beef that he's made. So if you want, at noon hour, you can come meet Dave, And just, you got to book it now this week before, and meet at Dave's place. He's in the East End near, where are you close to, Dave? It totally escaped me. Near the train yards.
Yeah.
In that vicinity. So perfect time. We have a mix and mingle on August 2nd, and that's happening at 6:30, 8:30. That's happening in the East End, just off Saint Laurent at Picture Plus. Some of you would have got a LinkedIn nudge or invite if you're paying attention to that stuff. And just, acknowledge that. And if you want, you can go on to the Phoenix website and click, and right on the front page, there's a link to say, hi, I'm coming. That way Tony knows how many people are rolling in. August 7th, there are no meetings, save the after hours group, which is happening at 7 to 8. But otherwise, there are no Phoenix meetings that week. One of the things, some of the stuff that we're looking for, we're also looking for people that can provide alarm systems, either for home or auto, travel agent, interior designer, event planner, house cleaner, landscaper, gift basket company, photographer, legal firm, either family law, business law, sign maker, someone who sells swag and promotional goods, men's and women's clothing retailer, a plumber, and a mobile hairdresser. If you come across these folks, let Penny Lee know, and she will connect with them. In fact, if you come across other businesses that are out there that are looking to expand their reach and want to connect and also practice the art of networking, have them reach out to Penny Lee, Tony, or myself. What else we got on the go? Oh yeah, we also have a YouTube channel, and so you can subscribe to that. This is being recorded on the YouTube channel. Stats wise, we've had 286 referrals year to date, 292 BAM. So BAM is a business activity meeting. The import of that is you're meeting with another member in Phoenix or a group, and which also counts as a BAM. And the idea behind that is you're getting to know what that person has to offer. And it might be in the moment, like, Sam will talk about winter tires, but when it gets closer to winter, right? So, and Sam will relate stuff, or he'll talk about brakes. Q might talk about, that life insurance and why it's important, like critical man in life insurance. Or Alice can talk about, geez, where do I store my electricity without, short circuiting everything in my life, right? Or Sam can talk about dash cams and so forth. I'm going to stop there. And where we're going next? Well, we're going to do the I haves. What's happened in your week? Either you've had engagements and like BAMs, referrals that you've offered up. Tony's doing the stats on that because that information goes into a large pot for a draw. And we will start off with Sam.
Thank you, Bernie. First of all, Susan, thank you for your presentation today. The concentrate sounds interesting, and you know that I also clean cars, so sign me up for a bottle of that Solumel. I'll try it out and let you know how it works on cleaning cars. Thank you very much. Besides that, I've been advertising for Alex with Evolta. Whenever I have a customer, I put one of his information pamphlets with the receipt for that, and you never know, it might turn out to be to buy an EV and want him to put in a power source in their house. And besides talking about EVs, Dave has one, and last week he had a barbecue. I don't know why he had to book it when I'm going to be at the cottage like I am. So I figure he owes me a barbecue at least. So I'm going to come back to town next week and convince Dave to have me over for a barbecue. That's it for me.
Sam, thank you so much. Wendy, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Bernie. So ongoing business with Susan as with Melaleuca, and I also have some ongoing business with Cindy Little. Tony, I forgot to tell you about that. I'll send you a message later.
Okay.
Also, I've been talking to Norm Boyer. I have a townhouse in Stittsville. The tenants are moving out, and there's quite a bit of work to be done. So I've been going back and forth with Norm, and he's referred me to somebody to do a little bit of work. So I have multiple people that I'm hiring to do work. So Guy, I'm going to be connecting with you as well, because I have a lot of work that needs to be done at various homes. So I want to connect with you. I've got your contact details. And other than that, I signed up for hot yoga. So I started doing yoga now, which is really, really good, because I don't know if I told any of you, but about 5 months ago, I had a fall. I fell down the stairs at a home inspection because there was no handrail. And as a result of that, I've been seeking treatment with all different types of wellness people. And I'm not quite there yet. So I have to find a way to help myself. And so I'm on the road to recovery. So all is well there. So have a great week, everyone.
Wendy, thank you so much. Dave, over to you, sir.
Yes, I'd like to thank Susan for her presentation. We had a Melaleuca guy come to the barbecue last weekend named Martin, and he raved about me being the ideal customer because we've been Melaleuca customers for 21 years. So that's a long time, and we've never missed a month of ordering. So there has to be something good about the product for my spouse to be ordering every month. And especially, I think the shampoo gets her the most. They really, really likes the shampoo. Anyway, that's my plus for Melaleuca. The other thing was we're looking forward to Alex's crew to come and do some work next week. And we'll report on that, and we'll have new pot lights in our living room, and our hallway is all going to look pretty modern, so it's going to be great. And other than that, Tony, you can come to my barbecue anytime if you bring Korean fried chicken with you. It was only me and Tanya and Martin that were there, but we had a great feast of fried chicken, that's for sure. So anyway, thank you for that. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
Dave, thank you so much. And Q, over to you, ma'am.
Bernie, thank you, Susan, for presentations. I really love the concentrated stuff because it's like you buy one product, but you can refill like a couple times. So it saves a lot of money. And I also refer someone to Matthew later because he's looking to install a heat pump at his home. And that's about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Q. Tanya, over to you, ma'am.
So I have to thank Mike for starting us off saying that you have to attend meetings, because I didn't realize that last Wednesday was a meeting, because I kind of got the memo that the meeting was at Dave's. And so I went to Dave's and didn't come to this meeting, was kind of surprised to learn, oh, there was an online meeting. So sorry about that. Because I missed last week, I had met up with Alex. We had a great BAM. I also had breakfast with Jacqueline, which we're going to do regularly. So that's fantastic. I had a BAM with Joanna, which was really good. Also with Ishmael, who's going to be doing something for my website. And I am in regular contact with Wayne. So have a great week, everybody.
Tanya, thank you so much. And next one up is Mike.
Thank you, Bernie. Well, first of all, Susan, thank you for your presentation on Lake Sam's Doris from Connected Cars. I will also try a bottle of that. And I mean, I have to, after the testimonial that Wendy gave. I mean, she said she cleaned pretty well everything, except she didn't mention that she uses it on her golf clubs too. I'm not sure if she cleans her golf clubs with it. But yeah, looking forward to trying that out. Looking forward to having some BAMs with you folks, getting reconnected since I'm back in the Phoenix family. And yeah, looking forward to and Dave, if you do happen to give a exclusive barbecue just for Sam, then maybe you can squeeze me in there someplace too, or what have you. Otherwise, have a glorious day, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Alex, over to you.
Thanks, Bernie. Susan, the Melaleuca product does sound really interesting, so please sign me up for one of those as well. In terms of me this week, we've handed Matthew Liddard from AirZone a lead regarding a heat pump, so that's great. I've got lunch today with Fred Crouch from Gentry Commercial. That's a lead from Bernie, so thank you for that. So I'm looking forward to learning all about commercial real estate. And I've got one of Dave's steaks for supper tonight, so that's me.
Everybody be coming over, bud. Careful, don't announce that. You say it was a good meal. I'm not saying we're about to have that good meal. Guy, what do you think about our meeting so far?
It's great. I mean, I'm not new to the whole Phoenix scene there. I've been with Phoenix before, and I love this whole online thing. Nobody has to travel to go anywhere or hit traffic in the morning or whatever the case is, and you can see everybody right in one screen. So that's fantastic. I really love the concept. Yeah.
Thank you. And Tony, what's on your plate this week?
Thanks, Bernie. Yeah, thank you very much, Susan, for the presentation. It's a good review as to all the things that you do sell, and I know I've been with Melaleuca for about a year or so, and yeah, it's great stuff. I'm still learning some of the things that it can do, so I have a lot of questions on usage. So maybe some things that you could, other things that you can use the same products for, would be helpful. But that's great. Did some a BAM with Joanne, because Phoenix is sponsoring the Cruise Don't Bruise. It's a motorcycle tour that's happening next month on August the 19th, and we're getting a limited edition Harley Davidson jacket that they're going to put in the silent auction. So that'll really bring up Phoenix. Tanya, last week it was great to talk with you, and we did put you down for 2 of the meetings. Since you didn't know about the 2, we gave you credit for both. Okay, so it was only fair to do that. I thought it was pretty clear, but hey, it happens. The also sent some business to Alex, a referral, and I sent a referral to Matt and Norm on a home that wants to get renovated. And so hopefully, Guy, if you decide that you're coming in, I've got some work coming up too that we could toss you some big stuff. Norm usually does the handyman sort of stuff, but the bigger stuff he doesn't do that you do. So there's a good thing there. So maybe we could chat later or whatever. And but yeah, some good stuff happening. And yeah, that's about it for me. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. Susan, how's your week been going?
Very well. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Technical difficulties, so we all have to learn how to work through those. Let's see. Ongoing business with Wendy, of course, and Penny Lee. I've got orders with Joyce Owens and Terry Black. And I'm meeting with Steve Brennickmar sometime this week. We have to set up an appointment. He's a very hard man to tie down. So that's what's in the offing for the coming week.
Susan, thank you so much. I appreciated your presentation today. It is informative and it's very eco-friendly, and that is the way to go. If you don't have to ship liquid weight, you can ship it dry. Perfect. All the better. For myself, I put out a request to meet with Josh this week. You'll see some chatter on LinkedIn about the event next week. Feel free to, if you're posting stuff about your business, about your business space concerns, post it on LinkedIn and then tag me in the comments, and I'll make sure it gets into our Phoenix churn of information. Always looking for content. It's really important. Another piece of really good content you can do is if you go out to a restaurant to meet with somebody or a coffee shop, whatever the case is, you're really enjoying the space, take a picture of the storefront, send it to me, and I will post it. And I'll highlight 3 things. The people in the meeting, so you and the other person, if it's multiple, that's fine, and the business, because at the end of the day, it recognizes the business community that we're in, and pushes up the content. So that's really important. The other key piece is your e-card, and we've touched on it in a bit. Tony says we've well over 6,000 hits of people touching on the link. And what does that link do for you? It puts it all in one spot. So someone wants to reach out to you, and I don't think Sam has his card with him right now, so I'm going to reach in and grab my own. So this little card has the That's it, Susan. It has a QR code on the back. It also has a NFC trigger on the edge. What does that mean? Near field communication means if the person's phone is open for receiving, you can tap and it'll share that contact detail. So in other words, it's a little less friction in sharing information. Okay. Or the QR code, they just take a picture, link it, and it has your whole profile showing up. Phone you, email you, text you, your little bio. So you have little videos in there. It just gives you all kinds of really excellent content in one shot. There are other platforms that are out there, but this one is part and parcel of being a Phoenix member. All right. I know I'm going blathering on, but I've got 11 minutes. I see the time right now, and I won't go on for 11 minutes. I promise. Otherwise, everybody nodding off, more coffee. So that's kind of a wrap. I'm going to end our session with a quote. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but playing a poor hand well. That's from Robert Louis Stevenson. And oh yeah, folks, one other tidbit to add. If you have special events coming up, you're hosting something, you have something, a special affair that's happening, that you're presenting something, you're showcasing something, let me know. All I need is a date, the time, a link to the event, a photo of the event, something to promote it by. And it makes it easy. We can post it in. So you've seen the stuff on Penny Lee. You've seen the stuff about Tony. Those events. Send that stuff in, because if we share that information, it provides more churn, provides more activity, and it makes people more aware. And of course, there's also the golf tournament. And I'm going to stop now. And
I have a quick thing I just wanted to add. Okay, if it's okay, Bernie.
Absolutely, sir.
Just regarding going back to the e-cards. All right, so. One of the things that we're starting to do now is that when people are looking at your e-card, I want to show you one example, and this is with Mike. He just did a whole revamp on his e-card, and just at the very bottom here, this is the infomercial he did on Monday. So when we record you, we can take that footage and put it right on your e-card. So it's an info. And so for some reason my sound is not working, but the video does work. There is sound, but what happens is that this is one of the things that we can add to your e-card to introduce you to a prospective buyer that doesn't know you or anything, and we'll put perhaps a video in there of your industry. So something like in Susan's case, we put in what's it like to use products that have a high toxicity in your home. And then right above that is her infomercial. So it introduces Susan, then it introduces her industry. Again, it's an engaging thing that we could add. And if you have any ideas, one thing that Susan wanted us to do was create a survey where it was on her e-card. Well, there isn't that capability, but what we did was we had a Q&A, most frequently asked questions. And it was like, do you have a lot of toxicity in your home? Are you concerned? Yes. And then there's an answer here, connect to me, and so on. And we had about 4 of those, Susan, that we had in there. And one of them was, did you want to supplement your income, or whatever it was? And so we added that. But that's the kind of things that we can add to your e-card to custom make it for you. And it doesn't cost anything extra. It's part of your membership. So use it. And, since then, I think we only did this a few days ago, Susan. She's already had 10 hits extra because of that little thing. And I don't know, maybe you're advertising, you're putting more of your e-card link on social media. So that's helping a lot. And that's what it's all about, is just try and get that electronic card out there as much as you can. Any email that you send out should have that in there. And on your posts for Instagram, I have it on my YouTube channel, on Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. If I'm posting something, at the very bottom, if you want to get a hold of Tony, boom. And I've got over 1,200 hits this year. That's what I did all of last year. And it's only July. So I'm way up. I'm promoting them. I'm a heavy user that way. But use your e-card for that way. It's a great tool. If you have different ways that you could use it, share it. Maybe it's something that might click us to expand your market. And that's the whole idea, to make you look good. All right, thanks.
I just wanted to share this with Mike and Sam. If you want to come for a barbecue there, this is a certified Angus 20-ounce rib steak bone in. And give me $40, I'll cook it for you.
Oh, Dave,
Yeah.
Dave, stop. Dave, stop. Dave, you
How's
bad
that?
man. You bad man. I haven't had breakfast yet, bud.
Don't be a
Jeez.
cheap bastard now.
I'm 42. I'm 40.